I know y'all like, Coach, where the heck you been, man? Why you playing with our emotions? Why we ain't got no content from you, brother? Listen, I done ran into some technical difficulties. It seems like it happens all the time around this time of the year. And you know what? I got to get something different as far as with backups and stuff like that to make sure that I'm able to get you guys these shows so that we can go ahead and keep moving this thing, moving the groove, and push this thing forward. But you know what? I'm going to get back on in this thing. I'm using my backup equipment to go ahead and get things going for you guys because I know y'all like, Coach, come on, man. You tripping with all this here. But look, enough with all that. We ain't gonna cry with spilt milk. We just gonna keep on pushing this cart down the road like we need to. We're gonna talk about this daggone FAMU Rattler game because you know what? Execution was the key. Yes, sir. Execution was the key. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta make sure when you're trying to get out there on the field and execute them plays, and no matter what you need to, you got everybody on board that understands the assignment and they do the things that's necessary for you guys to be successful on the field so you can get the W in this game. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give y'all my insight on what I thought about this daggone thing. Because I know you're like, Coach, what's your thoughts on this thing? You got to talk to us, man. What did you see that some of these other folks didn't see? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give it to you. But you know what? Crazy thing is, sometimes the silver lining is right there in front of you. All you got to do is just pay attention to it. And I think somebody caught on to that thing this weekend. We're going to talk about it right after this. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, share these videos, and tap in the friendly to it to come on in. It's never positive vibes. We're just talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get on in this thing because you know what? Let me tell you something. That matchup this weekend between FAMU and Jackson State was like a heavyweight fight, boy, in the beginning. The first two quarters, everybody sitting there looking like, what in the heck is going on out here on this field? Kind of like how I felt when I was in Sam's Club trying to get my snacks and goodies together so I can get back home and watch the game. I ran into a couple of Rattler fans up in there. They let me know, hey, we don't play all that. You know, like I said, two nice young ladies up in Sam's Club, boy, they had me rolling because, you know, I got to give the Rattler fans their props. They support their school to the fullest. I'm not saying that Jackson State doesn't. I'm not saying Grambling, anybody else. Every last HBCU that I've seen thus far out here in these streets, they represent their HBCU to the fullest. But I ran into these two young ladies that were from the highest of Seven Hills. Listen, they went to FAMU. They was about that smoke, and they thought I was coming in there trying to kick some things off with them up in the middle of Sam's Club. It was hilarious. But you know what? I got to be real with you. The one young lady, she had the FAMU Rattler tights on, boy. I'm talking, she representing, boy. She walking through that thing like, yeah. I said, uh-oh, got them Rattlers. And she hit me with it. I said, whoa. Time out. I ain't trying to get in all of that now. I don't need to get struck. I'm just up in here. I saw the tights, and I'm just saying, hey, you ready for the game this evening? She talks like, hey, that's why I ain't there. I'm in here doing the same thing. I'm trying to get my goodies together so I can get home so I can watch this game. And you know what? Like I said, we had a great conversation. I hope she's able to see the show. I told her I'm going to get the show out to her the other day. And again, technical difficulties. I do apologize. But I ran into another young lady. She came out of nowhere, boy. Hey, them Rattlers come up out of nowhere, let you know, hey, listen, don't come at us with all this bull junk because we ain't playing with you. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, time out, Miss Lady, ma'am. I ain't trying to do that to nobody. I'm just sitting there having a conversation. It's all good. She said, okay, I'm just making sure. But she was sweet and lovely as well. Like I stated before, I had a great time having a conversation with them up in Sam's Club. I wanted to make sure I shot them out because I told them I was going to do that. But guys, we're going to get back to this game, though. This game here in the beginning, Jackson State left some points out there on the field. Now, I got to give it up to Mr. Lockhart. This was his first start. Actually, it was his second start. He started the first game against, they started the game against Tuskegee. And then he came out here in this game here. And, in the beginning, he had to calm him down just a little bit. Had to calm him down just a little bit to get him together. And I think once the coaches began to understand what was going on, and I think the meeting of the minds took place over on the sideline, they understood real quickly. We need to go back to what we're known for, which is running the damn ball. Yes, run the daggone ball. Now, I got to give the offensive line, I got to give them their credit. Them jokers had them puppies moving out there on the field. Now, they was moving that thing, boy, like I ain't never seen before. But we had a couple of mistakes. I keep saying, you can't allow your emotions to get you out of touch as far as the task at hand. Understand the assignment. The assignment is not to go out here and want to daggone pick somebody up and drop them on their daggone head. I'm not saying that's what happened. But what I'm saying is, it ain't for you to go slap nobody upside the head. I'm not saying that's what happened. What I'm saying is, you got to keep your emotions in check because everybody understands what you're playing for. And if they can find a way to put a little chink in the armor to get you knocked off so that you don't have all the bodies necessary for you to get out there and compete, they've won. Remember, it's a game within a game out there on the football field. It ain't just X's and O's. It's a mental thing. And not only that, if I can find a way to get into your mental to get you off track, I done already won. Even though we're losing on the scoreboard, because guess what? If I get you to do something dumb on the field, that means your behind don't play next week. So why would you want to do something that dumb? Just put it out there, okay? Now, Lockhart, got to give him his props. He threw the ball 10 times, completed 5 for 104, 1 touchdown. Lockhart should have had 2 on the day. He fumbled 1 right before the goal line. You got to tuck that ball, son. You got to tuck that ball. But Jackson State, rushing attack, them boys rushed for almost 400 yards in the game. Hey, that JSU train was coming down the train. Choo-choo! Boy, hey, they was not letting up off the gas on that thing because they understood, guess what? We running through hot butter right now. Hey, Ahmad Miller, oh my God. Boy, who put the jetpack on that kid? That's all I want to know. Who dropped the jetpack on that young man? Because that young man was toting that thing, boy, like nobody's business. It was like cut and go. That's how I love to see backs run the damn ball. Cut and go. We ain't got to, all that, we got to do the shimmy. Hey, you ain't trying to do the damn Harlem shake up in the hole. Get your ass up the field, get that daggone first down. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you run the ball. Hey, listen, Jackson State ran for 392 yards on 56 carries? What? Hey, listen, FAMU couldn't do nothing with that. I'm just being honest with you. FAMU thought they was going to get their rushing attack going through Thad Franklin and Jamal Haley, and it just didn't happen. It didn't happen. I think it was Franklin who, if he got 100 yards rushing, they 9 times out of 10 was going to win the game. Didn't happen in this game. He rushed the ball 8 times for 23 yards. Haley rushed the ball 6 times for 15 yards. I mean, they put the onus of this game. The Jackson State defense put the onus of this game on RJ. Jackson State defense put the onus of this game on RJ Johnson. Hey, listen, you gonna beat us, you gonna beat us with your daggone arm. You're not gonna beat us running this daggone ball because guess what? 23 rushes for 70 yards, no touchdowns. I mean, they didn't even sniff the daggone end zone rushing that tater. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, boy. Hey, listen, Jackson State defense came out there, they were locked in. They were locked in this game. This is what I was looking for in the Grambling State game. You have to be locked in at all times. You cannot take your competition level down against a competitor that you know damn well you're going to come out there and put what they say, put boots to the ground. Was it boots on the ground? Y'all need to have boots on the ground. Nah, screw that. Boots in the ass. That's what y'all need to have. Boots in them goddamn go behind and let them know y'all ain't playing no game. And y'all came out there a little lethargic, boy, and I'm sitting there looking like, wait, what y'all doing, man? Got a little cute. Got a little too cute for my taste. But it's okay. It's okay. And you know what? I got to say this. FAMU defense, they definitely came out there. They tried to put some work in on this thing. They tried to hold Jackson State, hold them down as far as what they were looking to do. And a lot of folks thought because the game was so late in Tallahassee, on the highest of 7 hills, they thought, it was going to be late and that was going to throw off Jackson State. Listen, y'all coming out there on the field, holding up, when you come out there on the field, whatever have you. Hey, it's your home field. You do whatever you want. But sometimes you got to stand when you're trying to play that mind game. Remember I said the mental. It's a game within the game. You're trying to play the mental game. Sometimes you play the mental game with the wrong person, you get your teeth kicked in. And that's kind of what happened in this game. Like Jackson State said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what time it is with this thing. They didn't get cute. They went back to doing what they know they can do, which is running the daggone ball. They leaned on that defense long enough where they had them tongues hanging out. Everybody sitting out there with their hands on the hips. Folks mad. They ready to fight, slap each other side the damn helmet, get to talking, all that schmiggity smack. I'm like, look at the damn scoreboard, man. Look at the scoreboard. I mean, yes, Jackson State left points on the daggone field. This could very well have been another one of them 50 pieces that they gave him. Was it a couple years? Was it last year? I'm like, this could have really gotten out of control. So all I'm simply saying is that, you know what? Let's go ahead, make sure Jackson State, you continue this momentum going into the next week. Now, one thing I will say is this. Coach Cozy came out there with a good plan as far as what he was looking to do against Jackson State. But the only problem was he didn't have a counter to after they got hit. And I say that because of the fact that they were trying to put the onus on R.J. Johnson. I'm still not understanding why Jet has not got in the game in certain situations, because who knows what could have happened, you know, outside of what was going on. Now, don't get me wrong. Johnson did not have a bad game by any stretch. The thing was, they just didn't have enough pieces out there to really compete with Jackson State in this game. Yes, you beat Alcorn State. You beat Southern University. Yes, you beat the lower tier teams. I was waiting to see you guys do something against the Alabama States, the Alabama A&M. I was looking to see how all of that was going to go. And things didn't come out in the manner which I expected them to, because that was going to give me a barometer as far as what I could expect from this team playing in this game against Jackson State. Because I'm like, hey, we got to see it. But guys, you know what? FAMU, I salute you for coming out there and daggone. I mean, hey, the defensive backs, they made sure that they kept Jackson State under control as far as their passes, where they kind of forced Jackson State to see if they can go ahead and lean on that rushing attack, and that's what they did. And they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to neutralize y'all, because y'all strength on that back end is your defense. Y'all two safety high. Y'all making sure that if he comes out there and try to throw anything, throw any passes out there, you guys are trying to go become ball hawks and go get the daggone ball. So we're going to keep the ball out of harm's way. We're going to go ahead and mash it up on you and do what we need to do. Again, Jackson State rushed for 4 touchdowns, 392 yards. Ahmad Miller led the way with 165 daggone yards on 19 carries. Denario Davenport had 16 carries for 112 yards. And then, of course, you had Travis Terrell. He rushed the ball 9 times for 29 yards. He had a touchdown also. So, like I stated before, you got to give it up to the Jackson State Tigers football program for them, you know, bouncing back after the Grambling State loss, getting themselves back in the winning column and moving forward, hoping to get themselves in position to play in that SWAC championship. We're going to see how it all going to go. But, guys, we got to talk about these injuries that's going on out here, boy. Boy, listen. Andrew Body, oh, my God. We got to talk about it. We're going to talk about that in the next show. But, hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in, tap in, tell a friend to come on in. It's your favorite coach, Coach Walker, with another episode of Tomorrow League Sports Network. And, guys, like I always say, be the one and lead.